Representative Kahn, we're going to move on to you with our next question because it comes around every session. It comes to us from Maple Grove. It's a legislation or a question about transportation. All legislators generally agree we need to fix roads. So where are the dollars going to come from? And the caller's solution, from one perspective, is to put a voluntary tax on TV and radio political ads.
Well, I don't do any of them, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure it affects me. I'm a strong supporter of a gas tax. I think particularly as gas tax, as well, we've seen the fluctuation in gas prices, and as they went down so dramatically, people wouldn't have even seen a 10-cent gas tax or anything like that. So I really wish that we had been able to do that. That's a good, nice, solid source.
It's a tried and true practice, but as I'm reading reports of legislative action or listening to them on the radio, it's not getting a lot of traction this year, or so it appears. Chris, your take?
I would agree. I think, Governor, that's a very interesting idea to tax political ads, but, we could just maybe ban them too. That might help. In all reality, I think, whether you're a Republican or Democrat, I think most folks agree that there needs to be some major improvements to our transportation system. Republicans put forth their policy where they're taking some cash and looking at auto parts and some of those sales taxes and trying to look at ways to dedicate those. I know there's a few other plans out there, but, it's going to take real dollars and a real investment because whether it's roads and bridges or culverts in a township or small cities under 5,000 or over 5,000, those are all part of those equations. And the way you decide to fund it will drastically affect, what's going to get done. And, I think that's one. You look at the Constitution, that is actually one of the big parts of what the state of Minnesota and what legislators were supposed to do. And, you're talking to more Metro members. Folks are talking about transit. And other things, but when I talk to my constituents, the most important things is roads and bridges and dollars for small towns. And the House budget that we put through, we put a few $1 million in for cities below 5,000. That was kind of a neat part that the regular gas tax doesn't really focus on those cities. It's cities above 5,000. So it was really kind of a neat part to visit with folks and see what they were able to do just with some of those dollars, and hopefully be able to invest in that again.
No, Senator Saxog, I know that. Well, in your part of the state as well, rural transit is important for getting seniors particularly to different appointments and from a grocery store to pharmacy. In terms of your district, transportation funding most needed in, how many ways can we count?
Well, yes, there's no question about it that mass transit is really very important. But that kind of comes as a percentage of how you raise your money here, and I think we have to have dedicated funding, and whether that dedicated funding is a gas tax, a sales tax on auto parts, or car rentals, or registrations, I guess it really doesn't matter. I think it should be some combination, but it needs to get done. I think that if we don't come up with some kind of a dedicated tax, that we're going to end up this year in the state legislature of deciding whether we want a tax bill or a transportation bill, because we're going to have X amount of dollars that we have in surplus that we could use for this for one time or a 2-year operation, and we're either going to do tax cuts or we're going to spend some money on transportation. And I don't think you can do both. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. That's where this last 5 weeks is going to be a very interesting go around.